Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. And today I want to talk with you about doing something with what you're given. And by what you're giving, I mean that one thing that you have passion for in life more than other people, that one thing that you are good at more than other people, that one thing that makes you unique and not just as someone on this planet. It can be playing music, like in my case, I play guitar. It can be cooking, if you like cooking. It can be drawing. It can be swimming. It can be singing. It can be really whatever you can think of that makes you who you are. And it doesn't mean that you have only one thing that makes you who you are, but I'm talking about that one thing, your passion, if you will. And let me go back for when I was little. I already talked about it in one of my videos, but I had this one dream. If you would ask me when I was really young as a kid, what I want to be when I grow up, then I would say probably be a rock star. I had a vision in my head of like a person who is famous and just on stages and making everybody dance and scream and whatever. I had like I'm a 90s kid, so I grew up listening to 90s rock stars, and then 2000s music. And that was my dream. And later on, when I grew up and until now, this is still my dream, but a lot of other elements came into the picture. Whether if it's life in general, whether if it's I have to pay the bills. Bills, money is one factor. We can all agree on that. Money, does my passion pays my money to live? And I like more stuff. I like other stuff, not only playing guitar. So I need to make time for that as well. And three, what I want to do in my life. Maybe the things that I liked as a kid is not the same things that I like now. And the way I see it in my head is when you ask a kid, what does he want to be, when he grow up? The kid's answer is the most pure answer. Because the kid doesn't take into consideration life's difficulties. He doesn't take money into consideration. The kid doesn't take heartbreaks, doesn't take losses of loved ones, doesn't take situations that life putting us in that might be changing our perspective. And I always thought to myself that I'm gonna be a rock star. This is what I'm gonna be when I'm gonna grow up. And this is still my dream today, but today I have a lot of other things in the bowl that are mixed with it. And my thoughts are not as naive as it used to be when I was younger. And when I'm saying naive, I'm not saying that I gave up on my dream or that I don't see it as possible, but I definitely not ignorant to other aspects of life, as I just mentioned. Now I have those two things on a scale. One, I have the thing that I'm good at, the things I was giving, if you will. Playing guitar, being a musician, creating music, making people dance, making people happy. I love it. That's on the other side, on one side. On the other side, I have my ability to live from that one thing that I like the most. This is one. Two is, do I like it the most? Like, I have a lot of other things that I like that I want to be. I don't want to be only a musician, only a guitar player. I want to also make people's life better through experience, the same as I do with this YouTube channel. Or I have a lot of stuff I want to see, I want to experience, I want to travel, a lot of those stuff. And this is also something that requires time. So all of those things are on the scale. And when I was a kid, the dream was heavier than the rest, or I considered it as more valuable than the rest. But today I think it's somewhere like even. And I think it's really dynamic, with life. And as life goes by and you change your values, or not change your values, but like some other things come in your life, some other thoughts, and some other situations that makes you maybe rethink of what you want to do with your life, and makes me rethink about, do I want to do something with what I'm giving, which is being a musician? And if I do, then what am I going to do with it? Because there are so many streams I can go into. And at what cost? This is also an important question. At what cost do I want to do something with what I'm giving? Do I want to live in the street, but still say, oh, I did something with what I was giving? Or I want to say it's not for me because I don't get enough money from it. I don't get enough whatever that I want from it. And therefore I choose not to do that. And this is a crossroad I'm at the moment, I'm still not considering so much about living it completely. So I'm more into staying a musician and still do that. But it is hard, It is hard as time goes by. And I am 30, maybe I'm going to have family soon, maybe I'm going to get married soon. I don't know. I don't have a girlfriend at the moment, but who knows where life will take me, And now I'm finishing my bachelor. And I think this is something that I need to take into consideration. Whether I'm starting to think of a career that I want to pursue, maybe on some new stuff that I like, maybe on some old stuff that I like, maybe on still doing music. But if I'm doing music, then where do I go? And this question of, should I do something with what I'm giving? Or do I want to do something with what I'm given? Is coming up more as I'm growing older and as I'm about to finish my bachelor. And I really don't know the answer, But at the end of the day, I do think that we should, at least for some times in our life, do something with what we're given, with this one thing that you are good at, even if it's scary, even if it doesn't pay as much. You still need to hustle your way through it, at least for a while, And some might say, and I will also might say at some times, that you just should do it because life is short and this is your thing, But then again, I always come and ask myself, at what cost am I willing to do that? And some people will say, I'm willing to do it at any cost, And at some point in my life, I did as well. And it's easier said than done, Because it's easy to say that when you have, it's mostly money, mostly not money, but the ability to really make a living respectfully out of what you do, And does it meet your criteria of the life you want to have in the vision you see, And if it's not, this is where you start questioning that. And yeah, I really don't know. But I just wanted to share with you this thought that I had and this feeling that I had about doing something with what we are given. And if you have like a thought or something you want to add or whatever, feel free in the comments and let me know what you think about it. And that's it. So if you are not subscribed yet, please do. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.